Hey, what's up, guys? Today I compiled some day one meta decks for Masters players. So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at them. Keep in mind these lists are not refined, and we don't know what exactly is going to be the meta yet, as it's still being developed. So keep that in mind before you craft. But if you want some day one decks, then look, here you go. The concepts are there. So yeah. All right. Firstly, we got Ward Haven. This deck got a bunch of new cards. I'm not gonna go through them all, but we're gonna go through Star here, Wilbert. You're pretty much gonna hard mulligan for this card every game, almost every game. Sometimes you keep like something to survive the early game like this, but yeah, this card pretty much carries the deck. So on Evo, you get Crest Wilbert Desolate Paladin. Whenever an allied follower ward enters the field, give it +1/+2. Yeah, it's absolutely broken. You're basically gonna use your wards combined with this, which summons three random different followers from your deck. It costs 3 or less. So you have a bunch of ward followers here, and then you have this, which you don't really want to pull more than one of these because you mainly want to pull wards, so that's why it's a one of. But it gets +1/+1 when an ally follower with ward is destroyed. And yeah, it's pretty powerful. And eventually you're gonna end the game with John, because usually they won't clear your whole board. Like eventually you'll have a board stick. They only have so much clear, right? So you have a board stick, and then John comes down and pretty much like you attack with all the units on your board, and that's how you will finish the game. So it's a very grindy, stally control deck, and yeah, it's pretty good. Right. Next we have Artifact Portal. This is my personal deck of what I played first expansion, so I've been playing around with this, and we got a lot of cool new toys. This Flight of Icarus gave it some much needed draw. Karula is a pretty good legendary in the mid game. We can replace Sylvia with. I think it's probably a 3 of in most decks, but yeah, this is just the deck that I got. And yeah, this is pretty much an Alouette, but you don't have to Evo. And the Super Evo can pretty much do what Sylvia does, but Sylvia gets blocked by Aura, which is very popular because of this Super Evo from Aether. So yeah, Karula's actually pretty good here. And then yeah, we have Catapult and Carnelia. Catapult's basically like cheaper. It's the same price as Resurgence, but it doesn't break your hand as much. You can play it as a landmark for 2 in the early game. And Carnelia's Evo actually combos with Resurgence and Catapult. So as you can see, it says can't be destroyed by abilities. The ward part's not really that important at the moment. But yeah, so you give like a beta Carnelia's upgrade, then yeah, can't be destroyed by abilities. Keep in mind before you play this deck, if you see Ward Haven all over, I think that matchup is pretty rough. So I wouldn't go crafting this quite yet. It's still a really powerful deck. Through my testing, it's pretty much good to most things on ladder except Ward Haven. So you'll have to see how popular that deck is. And yeah, it's pretty much the same artifact you play for Omega and pretty standard stuff. So yeah, let's go to the next deck. All right, we got Puppet Portal here. So yeah, we got some new cards. We got some Way, which summons a Victoria. This is somewhere clear. This card, it's not really that important. I see a lot of us cut it actually, but this version from a Masters player is a little more aggressive puppet variants. Usually you see like the Liam and stuff. If you want to go a bit more control-y, you can definitely cut like the goblins and stuff and go into the more control-y routes. But this is the list that the Masters Diamond player has. He actually reached Diamond like really fast. So yeah, we have Triple Odin, a neutral card, really good into Ward Haven. Odin on Wilbert feels really good. Yeah, that's about it. Next up, we have Ramp Dragon. So where is the main card here? This is the main new card we got. Have the cost of all cards in your deck. And I think it's doing really well right now because it actually does pretty decent into Ward Haven. Just because you're playing a bunch of high cost units over and over and over, and you can actually clear their boards. So yeah, you got a couple other new stuff like these cards. We're not gonna go through like every single deck's new cards, but The basis of it is you have Dragon Sign, your Lu Fang to ramp into your high cost cards, especially Fenny. And after that, you have like infinite draw with Golden Note Melody and Dragon Sign. And then yeah, you're pretty much drawing all your high cost cards at half the price. Alright. Next up we got mid range short. We got a pretty decent amount of cards. So we got Rose here. Rose calls in Ultraman, Lance Trooper, or Samurai. I guess I could call in this too. I've seen a lot of people cut Kochomin because you don't really want to summon it from this, or you don't want to draw it from this. But yeah, this version is running Kochomin. Again, like play around with the ratios on your own. We also got this legendary. Rally is basically it counts the amount of followers you summon. So this is pretty much free because Sword summons so many followers that you'll summon 20 followers for sure. Right? And we have Urias as a one of here. Not sure if this card is gonna be that good. It's more of a control-y type card here. Um, but yeah, it can be good to like stall a turn out. Yeah, this is mid-range sword. First, you have stuff with like Genos, Zirconia, very standard, and you have Albert to finish the game. All right. Next, you have a mid-range Abyssless. I haven't played against these too much, but this is a Masters player's version of it. And here we have the legendary at Abyscot, well, one of them. And Undead Soldier, this card's really good. Like this card's really annoying to deal with because if you guys don't know, the Rotting Zombie, it summons another Rotting Zombie. So yeah, you can't just gamma it. You have to like double gamma maybe. But yeah, it's actually a really annoying card to deal with. And then you have like Serb to resurrect stuff. Yeah, but Abyss as always is kind of expensive. You can see it got even more expensive because you have the Serb, the Argavis, and now you have Iran. So yeah, if you're an Abyss lover, feel free, but um, we'll see if this ends up any good in the future. And last but not least, we have Rune. I don't see many. I haven't seen any like good forest lists yet. So if you guys see one, feel free to leave it in the comments. But Rune is pretty much the same. You high roll, you try do your cock declimb. The main new card here is Norman. Norman's pretty broken from what I've seen. Like the hardest games I've had is when they draw Norman. Like you got some other stuff. Like this is pretty okay. The onion patches basically spell boost your hand by one every time they strike, and you pretty much get permanent onion patches if you evo this card. So there's that. But yeah, I mean, Norman seems pretty broken. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a 3 of in the future. But other than that, Rune's still pretty much the same. Those are like all the day one decks I have. If you guys have any more, let me know. I'm pretty sure like you can play the old stuff like aggro sword as well, but again, good luck into Word Haven, right? So yeah, we'll see how the meta shapes up. I'll try to give updates, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Deck codes will be in the description, and I'll see you all next video. Peace.